Hello! Happy New Year! Yes, in fairness, it is like the end of January right now, but you know, if I were on time, it just wouldn't make sense. We are here from the comfort of my very sun-bleached moon chair today because my fiance is working downstairs and he has the clickiest keyboard in the entire world. So, we're here. Welcome. It took a lot of vacuuming to get all the cat hair off this chair. So what I wanted to do today is rate all of the items that I made in 2021. And as I was making the list,
there's a lot of items.
So my plan is to just kind of fire through it and give them a rating from 1 to 5 based on some mysterious criteria that I don't know that we'll just figure out as we go along. Let's get into it. The first thing I made, actually, okay, I'm already off on a tangent, but that's fine. The first thing I finished, because I didn't actually start and finish this project in 2021, I did finish it in January, so I'm gonna count it. And the first thing was my winter jester cosplay. And yeah, great look. It, you know, I learned to knit for that, and I kind of designed my own take on the costume, so I'm pretty pleased with how that one turned out. I think we shall give it 4 out of 5. The second thing I made was a dress form cover for my already existing dress form. Basically, it just lets you make it to your own dimensions, so it's easier for draping. It was an easy to follow pattern. I got it from Bootstrap Patterns. I think we'll give that one a 3 out of 5. There were a couple things I could have done better. Oh, maybe a 4 out of 5. Okay, 4 out of 5. Just because I filled it with like cotton fluff, and I think I should have used like a sturdier padding or something like that. It really helps because you can put in the measurements for your butt, and my butt is kind of...
It's a big butt, okay?
So basically, if I put a skirt on the dress form, it goes over the butt of the mannequin, and I can level skirts now without it being higher in the back after it goes on my human butt and not like a flat mannequin butt. So thumbs up for the butt, the mannequin butt. Okay, third thing I made was my polka dot wrap dress, and I think I wore it one time. It looks like a hospital gown to me, and it's not really like, the skirt isn't very full. It was the first time ever draping, so you know, like, props for that, but in terms of the garment, I'm gonna give that one a 1. A 1 out of 5. Sad. But I did learn a lot from it, and you know, that's nothing to sneeze at. Number 4, Ethereal Spring. How do I rate this one? I had a great time with this project. It was something that I had designed totally myself, which I'd never really done all that much before, and it was just a really
good creative experience.
But in terms of the actual finished project, I think we're gonna give her a 3 out of 5. There were a couple things that I would change. The sleeves are like meh. The crown is a little flimsy, maybe a little bit, and the wings probably could have been neater. So 3 out of 5 for Ethereal Spring. Numbers 5, 6, and 7, I did it as one project, but it is actually 3 garments, were my linen dresses, which I call the Pinafore, the Meadow Dress, and the Accidental Elizabeth Swan. And those pretty awesome. I think I'm going to give them separate ratings because one of them I like more. So Pinafore, I think I'm going to give her a 2, honestly. The V is a little bit too low in the front and the back, really, so I have a little bit more of that fabric, and I kind of want to go in and adjust, you know, the V. So yeah, I think we're gonna give that one, did I say 2? Whatever I said first. Trust that one. Hello, cat, can you see that? I don't know. The Meadow Dress, I think she gets a 3. Pretty good. The seam at the waist doesn't line up, one size higher, but I usually wear it with a belt anyway. Are you coming on? Oh, that's sweet. So, you know, that's okay. And what else? Oh, I kind of hemmed it badly, so the skirt is shorter than I wanted and a little bit wonky. So yeah, she gets a 3. And then the Elizabeth Swan gets a 4. I wear that one the most, and I made it the last, so it is like the most well made out of those 3 dresses. The only thing is the shoulder part is too long. So I think I need to shorten that, but other than that, she's a 4 out of 5. Moving along, are you like... Okay, are you happy? Moving along, the linen overalls. I think they're getting a 4. They're pretty good. What's my issue with them? There's like a little bit of messiness going on. The buttonholes are a little bit too long. That's a pretty easy fix. And some of my bias tape is actually coming undone. So I just have to re-stitch it down, but pretty good. I wear them a lot. Yeah, 4 out of 5. Number 9, the floral ruffle dress. So, what can I say about this one? I like it. I think it's a lot of pattern on a skirt that long. Maybe it'd be better as a shorter skirt. Maybe I should shorten it. I think we're gonna give her a 3. Still a really pretty design, but I think a couple things, like I made the waist too long. If I had brought that up a little bit, that might have been better. Did I say 3? 3 seems fair. Number 10 is something I didn't actually film, but I made another ruffle dress using that same pattern, but using a beige bedsheet I got at Value Village. And she was a definite improvement. I made the dress a little bit shorter, I think just because it didn't have fabric, but it turned out great. And I added a little lace ruffle. Okay, let's just get the dress. Da-da-da-da! I added a lace ruffle along the bottom here. So I think she turned out really, really cute. I learned from the first one and improved on the second. I also increased the length of the ruffle here. The only thing is that I added pockets with French seams like I normally do, but because there was no like pattern and easy way to tell the right and wrong side of the fabric, I sewed them so that the seam is the wrong way. It should be on the inside of the dress, not the pocket, but it's totally fine. You can't see it, but you know, so for that imperfection, she's getting a 4 out of 5. I also wore this dress when I went to get my passport renewed, and the person who was like taking my passport and everything said I looked like I was going to a Fleetwood Mac concert, and I was like,
oh,
I didn't know how to react to that, so you know, fun little tidbit. Number 11, Ethereal Summer.
oh my god.
5 out of 5, 5+ out of 5. Not really because of any particular reason other than I love to wear this dress. I wear it all the time. The underdress is kind of something, like I come home from work and I want something comfy to put on. I'm putting on that underdress, wear it all the time. And the overdress, I absolutely wear it on special occasions. My fiance and I did a little solstice celebration in December, and I wore that all day and I felt like a princess. So that is like probably my favorite thing I've ever made. 5 out of 5. 5+. Number 12, this is another thing I didn't film, but I made just a linen and cotton skirt. Wait, did I film it? I don't think so. I didn't make a video. I might have filmed it though. Anyway, I made just a really simple circle skirt similar to the ones I had made last year, the wool skirts, but you know, button front closure. Yeah, I think I made it out of the same fabric left over from my linen overalls. So, pretty good skirt. I wear it a lot. She's getting a 4 out of 5 because I should have put interfacing in the waistband. It's a little flimsy, so I might unpick it and sew in some interfacing, but let's be honest, I'm probably not going to do that. Number 13, Sally, my Sally cosplay. The stays and all that other fun stuff. Sally, how do I rate Sally? I think 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 for Sally. For the first time making stays, I am quite pleased with them. Again, there's like some sort of like, it lines up at the top and then the bottom one part is longer. So that's weird. But other than that, I think she's pretty good. So yeah, 4 out of 5. Ding, ding, ding. 14, my apron. Super cute. I wear it all the time. I'm going to give her a 3 out of 5 because it's a little messy and I should have given her pockets. So 3 out of 5, but super functional, and I always wipe my hands on my pants or my skirt when I'm baking or just pretty much doing anything, so it really helps. Number 15, my corduroy dress. Yeah, I wear that dress quite a lot. It's very different than most other things in my wardrobe. Fluff. Sometimes it's nice if it's really windy to have like that long skirt because it's a barrier against the wind. So it's more of a milder winter dress. Fall, spring, probably not spring. Anyway, corduroy dress. I just keep giving everything a 4. I think maybe she's a 3. I cut the dress out with the fabric upside down so the cord runs down to up instead of up to down like how I had planned and just like didn't do it. So yeah, 3 out of 5 for my dumb mistakes. Number 16, my cloak. Ooh, this one's tough. I love this thing. I wear it a lot. Well, I'm gonna give it a 4 because I love it so dearly. I'm gonna give it a 3. I should have made the cloak taller and I should have flatlined it. I can fix the flatlining issue. I'd have to take it apart and redo it, but I don't have enough fabric to fix the hood, so 3 out of 5. 3 plus, let's say. Next is my blue plaid dress. This is from my capsule wardrobe series, and you actually haven't seen the video because I haven't finished the video. It's all together, I just need to do the voiceover, and it's hard to convince myself to sit down and do the voiceover, so I haven't done it yet, but I'll put some footage. And yeah, blue plaid dress. I think she's gonna get a 2, sadly. I really like the idea, but I think on me it looks really juvenile, and I think it might have been better just as a skirt rather than a pinafore. It looks like homemade, it doesn't look super well made. So yes, 2 out of 5, but I still wear it a lot. I don't feel great in it. That's the important part. Oh, I think that's how I'm rating everything. Just how does it feel when you wear it? Number 18 was my New Year's Eve dress. And ooh, it's a weird kind of dress for me because it's not something that I normally wear. Like, as you probably have noticed, I like loose stuff. You know, it fits at the waist and then nowhere else. So that dress I think was cool. I like that I could make something totally outside of my normal repertoire, and it came together in like 2 days, I think. Maybe a day. Yeah. But I think I'm gonna give it a 2 again. Mostly because of like, you know, how do you feel? That's everything I made in 2021, and I kind of felt like I hadn't made a lot last year, and you know, looking back at the list, it helps to see like, oh, you were actually really productive. Nailed it. So that leaves us with what the heck are we gonna do next? For 2022, I actually have some pretty major
life changes
happening. To start, I have been accepted to vet school, and it is in another country, so that's kind of really going to throw a wrench into the works. Basically, I plan to start this August, so I'm kind of going to be sewing things and prepping things that get us ready for that move while kind of ramping down on cosplay and costume stuff. So my plans are to finish 2 of the cosplays that I have planned, which are Laudna and Vexalia from Critical Role, both of them. Let's check the list. Oh yes, I'm also planning to finish the remainder of my capsule wardrobe pieces. Then I have this black linen that I bought last year that I wanted to make like a jumpsuit out of, and I feel like that'll be a great thing to wear in the summer and also when I move, because it is like summer year-round basically where I have been accepted. And also in like labs and stuff you have to have your pants, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to clothe myself in pants again instead of skirts and dresses. And my brother-in-law, I guess he's technically not my brother-in-law yet, but I've known the kid since he was 7, so he's basically my brother-in-law. And yeah, he's getting married this year in June, so I'm going to be making a dress for their wedding, and I'm getting married this year. That's the plan anyway. So what I'm thinking is that we leave in August, so I want to make my wedding dress by August. Except like if I have to do some hand sewing or something, I can do that when we arrive, but obviously I won't have a sewing machine when we move, so I'm gonna have to do the bulk of the sewing here, and then I can, you know, fix up everything by August. No, October. I want to get married in October, so I think my thought process was that I want to get married in October, and I don't want to wait 4 years to get married, which is how long my school would be, my program. So yeah, I guess the plan is to just get married while we're there. And when I say married, I mean I'm not planning like a big wedding because it's just not for me. So yeah, we're gonna exchange rings and like vows and get some pictures, and that's it. So like extremely low key, but I still want to make a dress for it because of who I am as a person. So basically, that is the wrap up. That is everything I made in 2021 and what is to come for 2022. And I'm sure I'll add some extra little things. Oh yeah, I found this pattern the other day for this really cute crochet tank top. So yeah, I want to make that, obviously. So you know, I'm sure I'll add some stuff as we move along through this year. A lot of it is going to be stuff that I need to take with me to school. So those are the plans, and I thank you very much for watching. I actually had a lot of fun. I normally don't like sitting in front of the camera because I'm sure I made all the stupidest faces. When I think, I'm like, this looks bad. But anyway, also, I don't have a script if that's not clear, so I'm just like, anyway, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you'd like to follow along. I can't promise what this channel is going to turn into, or even if I'm going to have time to continue it, but that's my goal anyway, is to just kind of keep making stuff even when I'm off at school. And so yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you really soon. Bye!